And joining us live in the studio, here to tell us about an awesome thing that she is raising money for. She's actually in a challenge, the Pepsi Refresh Challenge. Miss Tracy Henry. Good morning, Tracy.
Good morning.
And also Nettie's in the studio.
Good morning.
Now, Tracy, tell us about this. People can go vote on Facebook, text, email. Tell us exactly what the Pepsi Refresh Challenge is.
Okay, Pepsi Refresh is giving out to organizations and communities over $1 million a month instead of using the money on Super Bowl ads. You have to be one of 1,000 applicants accepted each month. Took us several months to get in. You win by the amount of votes for your grant. Pepsi does not choose the winners themselves. In our category, which is the 50,000, the top 10 will receive money.
So all you got to do is get the top 10 in the vote, and you get $50,000, right?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
And tell us what you're going to be using the money for in Lee County.
Okay, I am the mother of a child with cerebral palsy and epilepsy. He's severely developmentally delayed. He cannot swing on a normal playground swing or any equipment. He has to have specialized equipment. So I want to use that money to build a playground specifically for handicapped children, not just in Lee County, but all surrounding counties, anyone who wants to use it.
And, I mean, if someone's listening right now, how can they help you with this? What do they need to do to vote?
All you have to do to vote is you can text, you can go directly to Pepsi Refresh, and we have an exact link to go to. It's called refresheverything.com/butterfly kisses. Vote via an email address and also via your Facebook. The text is free. The voting on the website is free as well.
And this is just a wonderful way to be able to support a community. And with 1 out of 5 children having some sort of disability, it's very important. I know as the mother of a child with special needs, so many times playground equipment is just not accessible for all children. And there's lots of children who would enjoy having some adaptive equipment that they could go and enjoy and play. And every child should deserve and be able to play on a playground.
Yeah, I'm sure you two have seen, taking your children with disabilities to a normal size playground where most children can play. You've seen the hardships that they may face. Tell us about that.
Oh, I don't take Chance out to to hardly any playgrounds. Well, for one, he has a problem with heat. When he gets overly hot, he does go into seizures. So he can actually grasp the sides of a chain swing, but we have to be behind him when we swing him. But if he was to go into a seizure, he would completely just go limp and fall off. A handicap swing, you can actually buckle them in. There's only a couple in town, but whenever we go, most of the smaller kids are playing in it just because they're babies.
Yeah.
There's one swing at Chi Hall, and there's one at Turtle Park. In Lee County, we have 3 designated play areas, and there's none.
And a swing with a high back on it is so important for these kids, especially the ones that don't have the upper body control and who have seizures. My daughter has seizures as well, and you don't want to ever put them anywhere that they could fall. And so just a simple swing with a high back and a strap or something going across the front of it could really help and allow them to enjoy playing.
And you kind of have an idea in Lee County where you want to put this, right? Can you talk about that?
Well, we will first have to go through an approval process because the land is actually owned by the Y in Lee County. Now, they have a new facility they just built. They use these soccer fields next to the Board of Education and the Pre-K Special Needs Board. They've since then built their own soccer fields behind the new Y, so it's just sitting there right now for whoever wants to use it. Of course, if it was approved by the city and the county, we'd like to use that area. It's right there in the center of all the schools and right next to the special education building.
And that would be a great place for it. Again, that does have to go through approval. But if you're the top 10 in this challenge, you get $50,000, and hopefully that'll come through, and you can have this special needs playground that everyone can come enjoy. Where are we at right now in the voting?
We started out at $199 October 1st, and as of today, we are number 29.
And voting ends on October 31st.
31st
at
right? midnight.
Wow, so we got to get some folks on Facebook, texting, emailing, making sure we get the votes in. So we're about 29:30 right now. We need to get to the top 10 to get the $50K, right?
Correct. We have churches getting involved, businesses. Businesses are putting it on their sign. It seems to be the easiest for everyone just to text because not everyone has the capability of getting on a computer. So we're really pushing text the vote. Just do it. It's free. You hit resend each morning. If you do not get your confirmation text back from Pepsi, keep trying because I've been told that if there's too many coming in at one time, it's just an overload on the system. Don't give up. Get your neighbors, your kids' friends, your co-workers, churches, anything, anywhere you can go and get everyone to text the vote.
And you do not have to live in Lee County to vote. You don't even have to live in South Georgia. You can vote from anywhere in the United States. Is that correct?
Correct. We have probably people in every state. I've also seen people in Bermuda,
Wow.
in Paris. You've got to really think outside the circle. Easter Seals is behind me, big time.
That's great.
And they've sent out the flyers, emails that I created and someone else helped me with, and they're forwarding it to all their offices. We have county and city employees forwarding out. We have the hospitals forwarding out. People are printing it up, putting it in their front doors. The signs, we do have 2 digital billboards that were donated to us, one on Slappy and one on Jefferson in Albany. WLB, WFXL have done interviews with me and my son Chance. It's been on the front page of the Lee County Ledger, the Albany Journal, and the Albany Herald.
Wow.
At this point, and then today here with y'all, at this point, I think I've reached out to the media as much as possible. I just need everyone to jump in.
And again, it doesn't cost you anything to do this. I mean, it's simple. If you have a Facebook page, just look it up, find it, vote. If you have a phone, a cell phone, everyone nowadays seems to be able to text. My mom might have a little bit of trouble with that, but I can help her out. And just vote via text and just go to the Pepsi Refresh website, which, do you have that again?
refresheverything.com/butterfly kisses. The text that you do need to send, the text message itself is our code, which is 103013. The phone number you're actually sending the text to is 73774. And if you spell that out, it's actually Pepsi.
Okay.
So just send our code to Pepsi, hit resend every morning, and get everyone you know to do it.
And we have that information here at our studio, so if you missed that, you can give us a call. You can also go to our Facebook page, and we've got the information on there, too.
Absolutely. Facebook.com/HookFM. Well, best of luck to you. We hope you get the top 10. We're believing you will, and we can make this playground happen in Lee County. It's the Pepsi Refresh Challenge. Thank you so much, Tracy, for telling us all about it.
Thank you.